there's quite a few major changes that have been made to the brand new 2013 model KX450. The first and foremost that comes to everyone's mind is the brand new Pneumatic Air 4. We'll get into that a little bit later. Now, a couple of other changes that have been made: a completely redesigned muffler, and the ergonomics, the side of the bike with the plastics, the side plate meets the radiator shroud, seamless, sliding up and down on the bike, no problem whatsoever.
First thing you're going to notice about riding a KX450 2013 model is the pneumatic spring forks. Absolutely unbelievable. It's like driving a Rolls Royce around if you've ever driven one. They are simply amazing.
From the very first lap I did, I couldn't believe how well it does the two extremes. It handles big hits really, really well, but it still managed to keep the plushness, which is very hard to do.
The rear end suspension is just as capable as the front. Didn't notice anything really different. We've done exactly what it needed to do, and it done it very well.
The front brakes I found not too bad at all. If you find yourself getting a little bit more horsepower, charging a little bit harder into those corners, you will need to try to up the size of your rotor to a 270mm rotor. Makes a world of difference.
I did find a little bit awkward standing up for the first lap. After a lap or two, you really get comfortable with it. But when saying that, the amount of adjustability in this bike is incredible. We can move the foot pegs down 5mm, and we've also got a heap of adjustment on the front handlebars, so you've got heaps of room to move there.
The ergos on the Kawasaki 450, to me, it feels just a little bit fat between my legs. I'm used to what I ride during the week, a little bit slimmer. Did you try the traction control with any of your starts?
Yes, I did, Lee, I did. We gave that a quick run, and I got to say, at first I was sceptical, but I got to say, it worked.
It does, it works quite well. I really enjoyed it.
From a racing point of view, this thing's fantastic. The engine is unbelievable. The power delivery is humongous.
This thing here, with the tunability of the separate plugs with the ignition, you can have it very mellow, you can have it normal, or you can have it extremely aggressive. They've made a stock power plant that produces lots of horsepower.
But it's got massive amounts of torque and just revs so hard and so smoothly, it's gonna get you anywhere you need to go in a minimum amount of time with a minimum amount of effort. What can you say? This thing's great. You know, it's got the handling ability, the suspension package, the turning, the brakes, the engine, the ergonomics, everything on it. As well, it's got the black rims, the coated forks. There's not much else you can do to one of these. It looks $1 million.
The main changes I think I would possibly make is working on the rear end a little bit to try to get the rear end to work in line with being as good as the front end. To try to get a little bit more horsepower out of it from a full racing perspective, and just changing a few little things around, nothing major. An exceptional product straight out of the crate.
For all your insurance needs, contact QBE, the motorcycle insurance specialist.